How you doing, gardeners? Ed Schneider with Fresh Picked Acres of Kansas, and today it's a special treat. You get a chance to see two of my grandkids. We have Piper, we have my son Justin, and we have Quinn. So what we're here for is we're going to talk about you planted a crop, whether with your planter or with your hand. Well, what's interesting is how many plants to the acre do I have? Justin, you want to talk about how we determine how many plants actually came up per acre?
So one way that I like to do it, I work in corn and soybean country, and so what we like to go and do is measure out 1/1000th of an acre. So for a 30-inch corn, that's going to be 17 feet 5 inches, and then for 20-inch corn, that's going to be like 26 feet 2 inches or something like that.
But we're in a 30-inch rows right now, so we need to go how far?
17 feet 5 inches.
So let's go ahead and measure that out. I see you already put a line in the sand.
Yep.
So you want me to hold the end?
Yeah.
Right there. You go that direction, and he's gonna. Well, I'm gonna hold it right there. So 17 feet 5.
Yep.
Okay. We can put it on the ground if it's moving too much. There we go.
So that way you don't actually have. If you're doing this a lot,
right,
you can go off and you can measure your own feet.
Okay.
So that's why lots of times you'll see guys this time of year, they're going to be going on out. They won't have a tape measure or nothing.
Yeah.
They're just going to go and put their feet
as if each one of them's 1 foot.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, and well, like for me, I think I'm just shy or right at 17 feet.
Right.
For that. So
hey,
essentially, we'll go off and count.
Quinn, you want to come and count? We're gonna find out. So we're gonna go in between. No, count the corn, Quinn.
Yep. Just count all the plants.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
28 is what.
Okay, so all right, so 28. So what does that tell us, Justin?
So it means that we have 28,000 plants per acre right here.
That has actually germinated in this spot.
Yep, exactly.
So if I really wanted to have an accurate say I planted 5 acres of corn, how many of these would I want to do to get myself a real good estimate?
So essentially, if you've got high spots and low spots, you'd want to do 3 to 5 stand counts per area.
Okay.
You know, and so if you've got a really flat field, you know, pancake flat as you like to say.
Yeah.
You know, if everything's the same, you know, pretty much five stand counts is probably going to be pretty darn good.
It'll get you in the ballpark.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can't. The big thing about this is we are not actually making any money, but it does tell us where our money, how well we did. So when we say we're planting 32,000 plants to the acre, he knows what he planted, but what he doesn't know is what the stand is, and that could be due to environment or whatever. So these are decisions that we make when we're farming. That's the reason why, like last year, I fixed my finger pickup planter and put $400 into the 6 rows, and guess what? I'm actually planting more consistency. Something else that you could do that you could pay attention to, Justin, certainly you are interested in your plant spacing being uniform, making sure that each, you know, that you're not getting excessive doubles and the plants are being right where you're supposed to be. How do you feel? How long should it take for corn from when one seed starts to germinate to the time that the last seed more or less germinates in the field? How much time frame are we really shooting for? Is that a 24-hour window? We'd like to see them up. I mean,
we're all shooting for less than 24, but ideally, if we can get it less than 3 days, you know, that's
But your yield does go down the longer it
Yes.
takes, correct?
Yes, because essentially what happens is you have one germinating one day, and then you've got another one germinating 4 days down the road. Well, that 4 days down the road, that can actually become a weed. It's not going to get the same amount of sunlight, and it probably won't produce as good of an ear due to that fact.
Right,
You know,
right.
and so that's why even emergence is so important.
Right.
You know, and then same if you look at your corn crop or any crop as a Jenga puzzle, essentially you may get a really big beautiful plant and stuff like that, but if you have a bunch of holes in it, you know, once the tower gets real tall, you know, you probably have gaps, and so therefore your yield may have gaps.
Right.
And so, you know, that's where a lot of fertility and your fungicides and seed selection comes into play.
So you went to college at SDSU, that's South Dakota, home of the Jackrabbits, right?
Yep, you bet.
And you have an agronomy degree from them, and you focus on corn, soybean, that type of crop, type of thing.
Yep.
Folks, it was a pleasure being here. I went to Des Moines to the Pork Expo. I got to be with my son, and I thought, you know what, this is a great learning opportunity. And look at there's my grandson and my granddaughter. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.